Hi there. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to safely store your Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So just like cash or coins, you would keep this in what's referred to as a wallet. So unlike a normal wallet, this isn't going to be a tangible thing that you're holding where you're keeping physical coins or something like that. Um, Most of the time this is going to be digital, so it's going to be stored on something that looks similar to like a thumb drive. So a company called Trezor makes what's called a cold storage wallet. You can also use what's called a paper wallet, so you're really just printing off a string of numbers and letters that represent your Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency. So let's kind of dive into that. So there are two different types of wallets. There are full node wallets and simple payment verification wallets. Really the big difference here, a full node wallet will contain the entire copy of the blockchain in order to validate each and every one of the transactions. So as you can imagine, over time, as more and more transactions occur, the size of this will increase. And right now, with the size of the Bitcoin blockchain, I believe it's close to or has, exceeded 200 gigabytes. So not a ton of space, with most computers nowadays having terabytes worth of storage. But as you can tell, as this increases over time, not all computers, or maybe even on a mobile device, you're going to want a full node wallet. The other type is a simple payment verification or light wallet. These wallets take up less space, ideal for mobile devices as the size of the blockchain, as I just noted, is ever growing in size. These wallets don't contain the entire blockchain, but instead connect to other full nodes to verify transactions. So this is what you're going to see on most of your mobile devices, probably all of your mobile devices. So it doesn't store the entire blockchain, it relies on another node to verify that before making a transaction. So two other terms to be familiar with, hot wallet and cold storage wallet. A hot wallet is a Bitcoin wallet that is connected to the internet through desktop, mobile phone, tablet, etc. So really the key point there is hot, meaning it's connected to the internet. Cold storage wallet is a Bitcoin wallet that is not connected to the internet, therefore are inherently more secure but relatively more difficult for usage. So really what that means is that, as I noted at the beginning, Trezor or Ledger, these are referred to as sort of cold storage wallets because you're not connected to the internet. And really this is the safest method for storing your cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin, and really that's the best method for doing this. So let's go into hot wallets really quickly. So types of hot wallets. So you'll see web service wallets. These wallets are found in things like gambling sites, exchanges, markets, etc. These are the least secure for storing mass quantities as you don't have access to your private keys. There are multi-points of failure because there are human hands involved in this, but web service wallets make it very convenient for commerce, trading, etc. So desktop wallets are also a form of hot wallet. Once again, they're higher risk for malware and potentially losing your coins. But once again, they're more convenient for trading and just normal usage. And so like I touched on briefly, mobile wallets, these are like on a mobile device. Once again, very convenient, less risk than desktop since most mobile devices inherently are somewhat more secure, but still, if you are storing large quantities of cryptocurrencies, you want to do this in a non-hot wallet or a cold wallet. So here's an example of some web service wallets, Bitfinex, Gemini, Coinbase, Bitstamp, Polynex, Satoshi Dice. So really you're giving these entities really the right to hold on to your private keys, and that is just super risky. So I would assume most of you heard of Mt. Gox and the issue where they lost $400 million plus worth of Bitcoin. And really that's because everyone left their cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin on the exchange. So one of the big beauties behind cryptocurrencies is that it gives you, the individual, the ability to hold on to your money without a bank or middleman being involved. Desktop wallets. So here are just a few more. Armory, Exodus, Chain. So these are all just desktop wallets. Mobile wallets, Bread, Mycelium, Jax, etc. And cold storage wallets. So as I noted, some of these will actually be on a physical device, but some can actually be just a piece of paper. So a paper wallet. These are simply your private keys printed or written on a piece of paper. Obviously that, if it's not connected to the internet or something, that is secure. Now, what's obviously very important here is that you need to take care of that piece of paper. So multiple backups in case of a fire, lost, etc. They're not really too easy to use. So you would have to basically, if you wanted to use that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, you'd have to move it back onto a digital wallet of sorts or a hot wallet. Hardware wallets, so physical devices that store your private key, can't be hacked even if the device is compromised. These are they have a web-based interface that connects with the physical device. And honestly, this is my favorite type. Hardware wallets to me are really the easiest. Like I said, the one I prefer is the Trezor. I actually have one of those. But then the last type is a brain wallet. So the user creates a private key from from chosen text or set of words, and this will create the private key. In my opinion, just don't do this method. It's great if you have a very photogenic, or excuse me, like a just if you're confident that you won't forget this, I would say a brain wallet is fine for you. But in most cases, really the hardware wallet, in my opinion, is the best way to go. So here's just a couple examples. There are a few websites that will actually do the work for you if you want to print this off into a paper wallet. And so this right here, as you see on the screen, this would be a representation of your Bitcoin, and this is something you'd want to put in a safe, go buried in your backyard, basically somewhere where, no one can get their hands on it. Hardware wallets, so here's sort of what I was referring to. So the Trezor, this is what I personally have. Ledger, there's a few others. This, in my opinion, is really the best way to store your cryptocurrencies. One of these devices you can usually find online for about $100, and I think this is really, ideal, in my opinion, for storing your cryptocurrencies.